Hello YouTube, this is Charlie426, and today we have a review of the 52Toys Beastbox Rustypiece. So this is one of those, mechanical animal mechs that transform into the 5cm Perfect Cube series. So once again, I'm a big fan of these toys, and which is why I am constantly collecting them. Alright, so right off the bat, this one actually transforms into an anglerfish. So yeah, definitely unexpected, because usually when we think about mechanical fishes, we usually think about sharks or whales, which did happen in the 52Toys series. We have Sharkia, and also Leviathan. So those are whales and a shark. But yeah. And 52Toys did also announce that they are also making a squid. I'm not sure if they mentioned the name of it, but still, I am also looking forward for that as well. Alright, so let's get on to the review right away. So, as I mentioned, this transforms into a anglerfish. Definitely a very uncommon fish to be made into a mech. But once again, here is the box, and here is the backside of the box. Definitely loving the illustration here. Definitely reminds me of that one specific boss in the Banjo-Tooie N64 game. Yeah, and yeah, definitely loving the mechanical detail, and it definitely looks like an anglerfish, depending. No matter how you look at it. Now, just wanted to mention, this is 52Toys is the company name, and here we have a team logo. So this is the team that actually made or designed this Beastbox. So I believe this team is also one of the oldest teams in the series, where this is the team that made the first Dio series. So yeah, very kudos to them. So that's pretty much it for the box, and let's talk about the components. So originally, if you were to just get this product, what you would get is obviously the box charger, and then the anglerfish Rustypiece. You still get your typical Pvc card catalog. The Pvc card is the one that you actually fold in. It's a clear plastic card that you fold in half, put it behind you would put it inside the box here. Ow. You would put it behind the Beastbox there, and then once you put it in and you open it up, because of the PVC card is folded in half, it will actually pop out so that you can grab it easily. So I usually don't use it because I don't really feel the use for it, so that's that. And then, as usual, one of my favorite parts is these cards. I love collecting these type of cards. Here is the illustration of Rustypiece, and here we have the stats. So once again, low speed, low intelligence, low defense. So we've been seeing a lot of low intelligence in terms of the Beastbox characters for a while, so it makes me kind of wonder. But still, you can also pause and read the description, but definitely a interesting and funny description on the bottom here as well. They literally call him this is an ugly fella, so that's a great way to start. But still, yeah. So far, we don't have any uses for these cards yet, but I did hear that 52Toys did release a card game, although I'm not sure if these are although the cards are exactly the same as these. So I haven't bought them, but they're only in a certain language. They're not available in English, so which is why I'm kind of hesitant to get one. Alright, so that component usually would be the main case, but mine also unexpectedly arrived with this, the bonus part. Oops, sorry about that. So usually what your seller would mention whether you would have like two choices. You would just be able to buy just the package, or you would also pay a little bit more and then get the bonus item. For my seller, there was no such option, so I was not expecting this. But it arrived with this, so I'm very thankful to that as well. So these are bonus parts, so you're not guaranteed to get these just because you bought this. So it really depends on your seller as well, so do ask your seller about this. So these are bonus parts, so what you get is 2 propellers for some reason on a fish, and then you get these parts. So being an anglerfish, one of the distinctive points of an anglerfish is that they have these light bulb things going on their head. So the base transformation here doesn't have an LED light, so it's just plastic. So this actually allows you to have an LED light. So I'm not sure if the batteries are included in here. I haven't opened this yet, but I will be attaching it to the fish later. But once again, I wasn't expecting to get this, so I did not prepare any batteries. So apology in advance that not being prepared. Alright, so let's see what we got. So let me just get rid of the rotating table, and before I show you guys the transformed version, let me just talk about a few things. So here we have the box charger. Box charger is included as well, although there are certain types, if on the old ones, like one of the old Beastbox may not include these boxes, so you might need to purchase these separately on certain ones. Alright, so here we have the cube form. Definitely, I am amazed while transforming this. There's a lot of parts where you need to fold up and then open up and then rotate at the same time. So definitely a lot of engineering has been inside here. But once again, one thing that baffled me was the fact that this thing has like this small companion fish. So you can split those in half. So these are each half of the fish. You have to combine these two together in order to make a single fish. But they actually utilize them inside the transformation here. So back then they would give you these bonus extra fishes like these. However, most of the time there will be no way to store them. But for the first time, they actually did this inside the transformation. So that is brilliant, if you ask me. Alright, so since we've seen the cube here, I'll be right back with the transformed version, because there's no way I can show you guys the process, because it's too complicated to the point where there's no way I can memorize it. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So here we have the transformed version of the Rustypiece. So here we have the fish form, or the anglerfish form. Definitely loving the small details like these extras. I'm not sure what you call these, but these effects where he actually kind of looks rusty, or like these are like kind of look like scars or bloodshed from other creatures. And yeah, definitely loving the detail. And then the fact the mouth is actually pretty large. It actually looks like one of those deep sea anglerfish that we see in the textbooks. Oddly enough, the companion fish is inside his mouth, so that is definitely one odd point there that I had to point out. But still, definitely loving the looks here. And now let's see if there's any articulation to check here. So, as you can see, you can open and close the mouth like this, and it may look like there is articulation here, but that's mostly for the transformation. As you can see, these parts on the inside are actually locked in place over here, so there's no way you can actually move the lower jaw forward other than opening and closing the mouth itself. Alright, so being an anglerfish, one of the most distinctive aspects of it is the light section here. So I haven't attached the light sections here. I'll be attaching the bonus parts later. So here we have the parts, so you can go all the way back, I believe, like that. And the fact that you can actually move sideways or rotate this in 360 is a pretty good detail. But that's, once again, that's mostly for the transformation. But we have another bending point here. It can go down that much and then up or backwards that much as well. So that's pretty good. So I'm assuming that, I'm not sure what this green part here is, but I'm assuming that this is the light, the fake light right over here. So yeah, I think they really aced the design here. Now, definitely the interesting part while transforming this into the cube or into the fish form is that this brown part here you can actually pull out. It doesn't actually come off. It's one of those systems where you can pull out and then rotate and then push back in to lock into place. So definitely never expected such a gimmick to be in here. So we also notice small extra details that we can see all these gears going on here. So definitely loving the small detail where it keeps mentioning us that this is a mechanical fish here. And the extra nice green parts for the fins are a pretty nice touch as well. So the fins here, they can go up and down, but since they are on a double ball joint here, so you can pretty much move this forward and backward as well, or rotate them. So that's pretty much it for these ones on the side. Of course, if you're going to rotate them, make sure you know where they're moving or you're going to snap them. Now, the ones on the back here also are on ball joints, but because of the design here going 360, you have to go in this way only. And then because of the way how it is, it doesn't really move that much onto the side. The one on the back can move pretty well up and down, and then you can kind of move the tail all the way down. But once again, this is more for the transformation. So being a fish, there's not much transformation, but I really love the rusty look on this thing. Alright, so we've seen the basics of the fish, so I think there's only one thing left to show, and let's attach these bonus items. So I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. So here we have the bonus parts attached to the Rustypiece. So there are main two things. Number one are these propellers. So once again, I'm not sure why the propellers, unless this fish is meant to fly around. That would be a really interesting concept. Or unless these are like supposed to work as saw blades like these or something like that. I don't know. The saw blades definitely sounds more, more possible to me, but still, it's an interesting part. And number two is the LED part. So once again, sorry in advance that I haven't really prepared any batteries. I didn't really have any time to go buy any because of my job. So the way how this works is that they give you this part. So originally they would also give you this joint here, which I don't think that it's really meant for this, but if you want to attach this to a different beast box, I guess this is what you use. And then on here there's two holes here, and this thing has a double peg. So you attach it here, and the wire there's no place that it's meant to go. You just pretty much avoid any parts, and then on here on the fake LED part, you basically take off this part here off, and then replace it with the one with the real LED here, like that. Of course, the design is a little bit different, but once you have it here, they're definitely going to have a wire attached here. So if you want to make it look clean, I don't know, maybe you have to, you know, clean it up or make some extra 3D printed parts to make it look like it's hidden, and there you go, you have the parts all attached. Now, once again, I don't think even if I did have batteries, I don't think I'll be leaving it like this, because obviously definitely looks a little bit odd with all the stuff going on here. But still, these bonus parts are sometimes nice. There are some Beastbox that you want to get with the bonus parts as well. So this one, I think I would have been fine without these bonus parts, but still really grateful that I got these. Anyway, that's pretty much it for the review of the 52Toys Beastbox Rustypiece. If you guys got any questions or requests, comment below. I would definitely recommend, for those who are a big collector of these toy lines like me, I would highly recommend, but keep in mind, the transformation is a little bit complicated, or it could be the fact that the manual makes it look complicated, because like the 2-jet combiner ones, the manual makes it look very complicated, but once I saw a different video, it was very easy, so I might need to check that out as well. Anyway, so I would say there's not many too stiff parts or too fragile parts, so there's not much you can go wrong with this, or at least for me. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the review. If you guys got any questions or requests, comment below. I still have more stuff to buy a mill and make reviews out, so please stay tuned. Until then, see you guys next time.